these things don't go out. The pre-test and the post-test should show growth. When you get a very similar test at the end of our unit, you should be able to answer these. When you read these questions, were they familiar? Yeah. Was more than half of this in your 9th grade class? You just don't remember it? Okay. 3 of your questions I took off the internet on a 5th grade website. Just saying. They're probably the ones that everybody got right. I hope. Yeah. But you have a project to work on. You have requirements. When I got home and looked at this, I didn't have dates on when stuff was due on your rubric. Did I screw something up, or did we not put dates in the rubric? I thought we did too, but when I got home, even the version on the internet didn't have dates in it. The only dates were the ones that were formulas at the lower part, and they all said January because the top part didn't have any dates in it. So I had to go back through and put dates in it. And I don't know if it's exactly what we said before or not, but it's the way it really should be. This project is supposed to be, all of my projects are supposed to be 2 weeks, give or take a couple of days. Because after that, kids tend to lose interest and they don't want to work on that project anymore. They want something different. This particular one happens to be 6 days, I believe. 6 class periods. But that's still like 3 weeks in real time. Because we don't have school this Friday. We don't have school next Friday. And we don't have school next Monday. Monday that's right, the one coming up. So we don't have school Friday, we don't have school Monday, and then we don't have school Friday again. So that screws our schedule up. There's at least 2 more classes that we're supposed to have. Otherwise, this wouldn't take 3 weeks.
Question?
Yo.
For physics, are we working on those video things?
Yes. And for chemistry, where are we at in your project?
What do you mean? That?
You've all started.
I didn't know what else to ask.
You've all done some research.
I just stared at mine last night. I know, like,
When we left last time,
I was like, I don't even know what to do with this.
that was like the last thing I said, right? Go do some research.
Yeah.
Do you know lots of things about the periodic table that you didn't know on Monday? Okay.
So I didn't know what to change in my periodic
But
table.
you guys don't know number 6, whatever that was.
What do you mean?
Class total at the bottom?
What is it?
9%. Don't know number 5.
Look at the answers.
That's 20%. Don't know number 2.
And number 1.
Now, I can show you the answers and show you who got what right. That would just lead to picking on each other, wouldn't it?
No, it's fine.
I think downloading this might be the best way to go. We'll find out. Number 1 is? Number 2 is?
I forgot the isotope.
What's smaller than an atom? Anything that's smaller than an atom is subatomic. Right?
Hey, let's go with the answer.
What has a negative charge? And atomic blank refers to the number of protons? Not mass. Atomic number. The blank number is computed by adding together the protons and neutrons? Atomic mass number or mass number? The atomic mass of a given element is the average of its Start it with an I. Ca is the chemical symbol for calcium. You go left to right. What happens to the atomic number? What happens to the mass? What happens to the size of the atom? Goes down. Each of the boxes of the periodic table contains information about a chemical element. Rows in the periodic table are called periods. Elements in the same column have what in common? They have the same number of valence electrons. What can you predict about an element from its position on the periodic table? You can figure out its atomic number. You can do the valence electrons. You can figure out whether it's going to give away or take away electrons when it's combined with something else. And there's probably a couple of other things that could be counted right. When I click on edit, the right answer is in there. Atom, subatomic, electrons, number, mass, isotope, symbol, increases, and then the bottom two I have to grade.
Okay. So do you grade these quizzes then, or what?
I have to grade the bottom two before you'll have a percentage, yes.
What are we doing today?
Today we're working on your project. In Edmodo, in your What's in the Boxes assignment, you have new Lewis rubric with due dates in it. And I believe they all say due date on them.
Where?
Not when you should start them. Right there on the left side, that says due date. You should have a design in mind already. Do you? Do you have a design? Yeah, you were already supposed to bring something back. Are you going to modify your design? Should I make your design due today? Am I going to make it turn in a design?
Where are you getting 31st from? I have 4 hours ago making that. You said the 31st. The 31st?
For design? Yeah.
Oh my God. It's not what you do. That's like you meant like 1 hour thing.
Yeah, that was it.
So what are you doing today?
This,
Building, well, yeah.
Do you have a design? Do you have a plan? Do you have a roadmap? What kind of things work really well if you just start building them and then we'll figure it out while we go? So should I change that design to today and you can turn that in today?
do whatever you want.
When's the time we have class after today?
Wednesday, right?
I think it's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
You have 7 days with no class. Guess what? Don't forget to take this home.
After there's all these trees.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long,
Yeah.
be a long.
And I forgot.
You're going to be bugging one of the teachers to let you in the building if you don't take this home. Because your next due date, today's the 2nd, you have to have your build done. You have to have your build done when you come back. 7 days from now, you have to have this completed.
That's just 17.
Ready to be tested and evaluated. So you have to have this completed.
So when you write a written explanation, what do you do?
You're going to write out why you did it. You're going to write out what you lost and what you gained.
So like on a different piece of paper like that.
Do you want me to write that in that rubric? Okay. That's not a problem. Where do we have written explanation. We have 9 points. I just need to put it on that line.
Where do we write
What's
that?
the block shape of orbitals? Huh? Block shapes of orbitals.
Where do you want us to write that?
Where, Doc? What information was lost? Remember last time? I grabbed this and said all of these have 1 valence electron.
Yeah.
And all of these have 3 and 5 and 7 and 8. These are noble gases. They're non-reactive. These are going to give away 1 electron because they have 7. They're going to take away 1 electron because they have 7, because they have to get to 8 to follow the octet rule. These are going to give away 2 to get down to a full outer energy level, which also follows the octet rule. See, because this has 38 electrons, because it has 38 protons, because it has the atomic number 38. And if it gives away 2, it's only going to have 36, and it's going to have this. Anybody remember what that's called up in the corner? It says 3D10, 4S2, 4P6. Electron configuration. Yes. So if strontium gives away 2 electrons, it looks and acts and behaves like krypton, and then it doesn't want to react anymore after it gives away 2. That's all in there based on its location. When you change the order of these things, you lose that. So this part about what was lost from the original, and my left hand beat my right hand again? Or my right beat my left? When you write what was lost, what was gained. I also said what kind of person would like that? What kind of person would like yours better than the original? Is that a math-oriented person? Is that a logical thinker? Is that an artsy person? Right brain, left brain? You can answer that a lot of different ways. Yes, and that's where I said you can be creative in how you capture their responses. You could ask them to write it. You could type it while they say it. You could record it. I don't care.
Okay, let's start this. Laddie, tell me about that.
That's your final product?
Yeah. I stared at it forever. There's nothing else I can do to it.
But you copied the whole thing
No.
from Janet. Left.
Her name. Well, I'll just write out her name and say 9. Wow.
10 points. What was that assignment worth? 10 points out of 46. That's like 20%. Oh, nice. It's fighting back.
What happened?
You have about an hour of work time.